surprise, Nina's got a new video, and extra surprise is it's me that's doing it. I've brought you with me today because I am going to try and trap a stray lurcher that was left behind, obviously from people that have been, I don't know, hair coursing or whatever. And in fact, I'll put a picture up now. Okay, so this appeared on social media. Obviously very thin, very scared, won't let anybody go near it, but keeps sort of like coming for food. I was out last night. Oh gosh, I came out about 11 o'clock and got back, I don't know, just before 1, but didn't see it anywhere. It was in the area that I am now, and then it was spotted here again at 5 o'clock this morning. So I thought I'd come, set the trap, spend the night, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he comes back. But you know, with stray dogs, who knows? Who knows? But I'll give you a little show of the area where I am as a car goes by. Right, hang on. Okay, so he was spotted in fields. Well, this is a little village, and down that way is the houses in the village, and this morning was bin day, so he was obviously here last night going through bins. And then at 5 o'clock this morning, he was spotted in this field opposite. So this is a school, yeah. So they very, very kindly allowed us to put the trap up. So this is our trap. It's called a missy trap. And yes, as you can see, set for stray dogs. So basically, it works on like an electric current that holds, if I go this way, it holds the door shut with that magnet there, and then this bungee rope here hooks round to there, and then down here is a little laser beam, and when he triggers that laser beam, it will shut the door. That food isn't the food that I'm going to try and trap him with. I'm going to cook him some food in a minute. So this trap is 8 foot by 4 foot. So as you can see, it's nice and long for a big lurcher to get in there. And by the time he gets up to this end of the trap, he'll be well out of the way of the door shutting. And there's Nina. This is where I'm going to be spending the night. Oh dear, I don't know. Things you do, eh? But I'm very grateful that I've got a nice safe place to, because last night I just sort of like pulled in here in this like little lay-by bit and was just sort of sat in my van. My plan was to try and tempt it. I had Luna in the back of it. Oh yes, Luna was in the back, and yeah, she wasn't very happy that I was using her as bait to try and get this dog. And yeah, still no sign yet. Could be anywhere though. I mean, he covered about, I don't know, 3.5 miles. So God knows where he is today. But it was quite late. It was about 11 o'clock last night that he showed, and then 5 o'clock this morning. So dusk and dawn, that's quite normal. Right, let's get back into Nina. Back in Nina now. Okay, so last night I brought Luna out. I put some food in the middle of the van. I had her in the cage in the back of the van. And then I had a lead going through the window to the door handle so that if he did come in the van, I could sort of slam it shut. That was all I could sort of like come up with last night, but he didn't come anywhere near anyway, and it was pitch black. I didn't really think it through. So tonight, thought it through. Thought we'd bring everything here, get the trap set up. So fingers crossed. I just now need to cook some really nice smelling food to try and tempt him over here. The roof vent's open. I'm going to cook the food, then I'll put it in the trap, and then hopefully, what time is it now? It's 20 to 9, so I'm hoping in a couple of hours he might make an appearance. Let's just keep everything crossed. Right, let's turn this into a bit of a cooking video, shall we? Right, let's see. I'm not very good at cooking like this, so where's the button? There. Oh God. Still on? Yeah. Okay, so I brought with me some smoky bacon, some beef balls, and I did have some tinned sausages. Where have I done those? Hang on. Let's get that. Oh, sorry, not very professional. There's our tin sausages. Oh God, look. It's not a pull top. I wonder if he's got a can opener in here. I don't know if he has. Right, let's cook some bacon first. You can tell I don't use this very often. Ah, there we go. Because I don't know where anything is. Where's... Aha. That's what I was looking for. Tongs. There's a veggie doing bacon. Right. There's a knife to cut that as well. Don't worry, you can't get the stuff. Oh, God. Pizza cutter. That's no use to me. Potato peeler. Oh, God, we'll get there in the end. I don't think he's got... Bugger. I don't think he's got a can opener. Oh, he has. He has got a can opener. Yay. Oh. Probably cut this bit of the video out, to be fair. Right. Streaky, stinky bacon. It's smoked, so it'll smell nice. Oh gosh, in that down bit. I normally put lazy garlic when I'm trying to catch dogs, but I didn't bring that with me today. Right. Bacon sandwich, anybody? Right, put that out of the way there. Get some of these beefy balls. Oh. I'll pick up half of those. So I need to spread some around a bit. People driving by wondering what I'm doing, I think. Because this is just like a little village in the Cotswolds. And then there's me in Nina with a dog trap cooking up some smelly food. I think we'll leave the video there because I don't think you really want to watch me do this cooking. I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, food is cooked. So let's take this over to the trap. Ugh. There was a cat in there just now. Right. So welcome to my trap. This is what happens when you go in. So you go in the trap. Oh. And then you can see those two things there. There's a laser beam going between those. And then on the trap, there's a magnetic thing. So what I'll do is I'll trigger it. And then you can see what happens to the door. There we go. Dog can't get out. Right, let's put some of this into the bowl. Hopefully that will get his senses going. Oh, now I've got to get out. Which which is flipping that one, flipping that one, oh, and then flipping this one. Oh, look, it didn't let me out. There we go. And then, as you can see, the thing is on there. So I need to squeeze it all the way back and then reattach the magnet onto there. Brilliant idea, this. Graham, who does, oh gosh, he does like the drones and the trapping and everything. He came up with this idea. So it's really good. I'll sort that out later. Ah, there we go. Right, so that's on. So as long as I don't trigger it, I can get back out. Yeah, and I'll just sprinkle a bit of it around and hopefully the dog will appear from over there. Hopefully. Now, you know that we love cats, but I have a feeling this one is going to get on my nerves tonight. Go away. Don't go in there and keep setting it off. That's it, you eat the food on the outside. Oh, gosh, we've got a hungry cat. In fact, I did bring cat food. I'll go and put some cat food just for him. Well, the cat's managed to go all the way in, but luckily I set the lasers a bit higher, so he's not set it off. So we just have to hope that the dog doesn't crouch down on his belly. Don't eat all of it. You can have a little bit of a feed, but not all of it. God. As you can see, still no sign of the doggy. Just the cat. Well, it's morning and the dog didn't show. The rain came, the wind came. I didn't sleep a whole lot. The only time I fell asleep is when I actually put Emmerdale on to watch. I thought, oh, I'll catch up on Emmerdale. Put it on the iPad. Yeah, fell asleep and then was up and down all through the night. And then this morning I thought, oh, I'll catch up on Emmerdale. I had some toast at 5:30 this morning and thought, oh, I'll put Emmerdale back on. And then I fell asleep again for half an hour, so that was really good. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. There's been a possible sighting of the dog late last night in a few villages away, not far from Ashton Plains, where Damon and Co go camping. So yeah, not quite sure. Anyway, a guy's coming up today, Dean, with his thermal drone. See if we can find out where he is, where he goes during the day. Yeah, and that's all I can do really. But yeah, but I've spent the night in Nina and did a little video, but if anything happens else throughout the day, I will put it in here. But I was hoping that my morning video would be, yay, caught the dog and this is how our trap worked, and yeah, but it didn't work like that. We'll see what today brings. Hello, it's 7:20 in the evening. I think I last spoke to the camera about 8 o'clock this morning, something like that. And I think I said, we'll see what today brings. Well, today brought a lot. Still haven't caught the dog. Our friend Dean came up with the drone and flew it around the area that I was. Couldn't find him. There was, like I said, there was a sighting last night, which was a few villages away. So he went over that way, flew it around again, nothing. So that was that. Then I had a message to say somebody had seen, so by then this is coming up to like 11:30ish, something like that. Then I had a message to say that at 7 o'clock in the morning he was seen running down the main A46 towards Nailsworth. And yeah, so I thought, right, okay, so he's not around here. So I rang Damon and said, need to take the trap down. He's obviously not around here. Can you come up and give me a hand? So bless him, he came up. I dismantled the trap whilst he was on his way. We got it all sorted out, loaded it into Pixie, my van. I said to Damon, you take Nina home because she's your baby, and I will have a little drive around with Luna, our lurcher, and I'll have a little drive around, give her a little walk around the area that he'd possibly been seen in, and we'll go from there. So Damon heads off home. I am following not far behind, and then I drove to a place that he'd been spotted originally and had a good look round, and I thought, I need to find out who owns this land, because if he is coming back here, it'd be a good place to put a trap. So I thought, how am I going to find this out? So I drove along the lane, came across a house, knocked on the door, nobody was there. So I got back in the van. Just as I got back in the van, the dog shoots out from a field right in front of me, runs across this little lane in front of a car that managed to stop, and just vanished. So I'm thinking, oh great, here we go. So he's really close by. So I turned around, pulled into a little factory unit place where nobody's working because it's Saturday. So I just pulled in there and thought, right, I need to try and make some phone calls. And as I looked up, there's the dog poking his head around this wall, just sort of like looking. And I thought, right, so given the type of dog he is, if I get out with Luna, that might attract him. Opening the back of the van up, he might just jump in, because that's what he's used to. He's used to being dumped in a field, running around, catching stuff and bringing it back to a van. So I did that, but someone pulled up in the car and he just scarpered and was gone. So I rang Damon and said, bring Nina back. I need Nina, and I need you to help me put the trap back up. So bless him, he came back over. Bearing in mind this is about 15 miles from home. So yeah, so he came back over. He set the trap up whilst I went home, had a shower, picked up some more tablets because I'd forgotten to bring any tablets with me. And then yeah, so he's just gone. He's built the trap back up. It's all set. I've come back up here, got tablets, got my Weetabix because I'd forgotten that as well. I'm just about to cook some more food to go in the trap, and we shall see. I think he's probably been scared off again, but he's been in this area. He's come back to this area twice, so fingers crossed. Oh, and I found out who owns it. Lovely family estate. And obviously dog lovers, because they said do whatever you need to do, you can go there and whatever. So I'm here. Trap, I'll show you where the trap is. Hang on, I'll show you where the trap is. So I'm sat in Nina, as you can see. Trap is there. Got a camera in the trap, and then I've got a camera sort of like looking side on at it, so I can see from both sides. This is the wall, this bit here, that he was stood behind, sort of peering out at me. I might put that clip in. I say I might, you know Damon's going to be doing it, don't you? But yeah, so yeah, there's fields that way and fields that way. So he could come from any which direction. Well, I think he's going to come from that direction, but that's the way he ran anyway. So we'll see. Let's see what this evening brings. Hello. Well, it's day 3. So it's Friday. We are on Sunday, aren't we? Yeah, we're Sunday. Right, yeah. So uneventful night. It was cold, it was windy, it was raining. No sign of the dog after I saw it yesterday, and we come and set the trap back up. So got up this morning, had a chat around with a couple of different people that were wandering, and it turns out that there is somebody sort of like camping down on a green further in this village. and they've got lurchers, so there was the possibility it could be one of theirs. So I'm going to wander down. So whilst I was getting everything on to go and wander, the trap shut. So I shot around there, and it's a not a blackbird, a crow. A crow has gone in there, so I'll put a clip of the video. Okay, so the trap was triggered by this little one. Hello, wanna come out? Ah dear. Things they do for a bit of food. Come on then. Come on. Hang on, let's go in and secure this door open so you can get out. Oh, hang on. Come on then. This way. Well done. Right, let's reset it. Oh dear, so the crow's right now. The sun is sort of breaking through now, so it's dry. Fingers crossed the dog comes today, but I will let you know. At the moment, I'm going to wander down and see if it does belong to this guy that's camping down there. We'll see. Joys of a bank holiday weekend. Hi, so a bit of an eventful Sunday. What happened? So I had a lady turn up saying that she thinks the dog belongs to a Romany gypsy who's about a mile down the lane with his lurchers and horses. And yeah, so I thought, oh great, you know, I can go home. So I went down there, had a look. It's not his dogs are there, very well fed, lovely horses. Yeah, very nice guy. So yeah, wasn't that. So came back, cooked up some more food, went in, had a chat to somebody who was working in one of the units. They hadn't seen the dog, so I was beginning to give up, because for 24 hours there had been no sightings, and yeah, I was just feeling a bit so I was just sat with the side door open, the sun was shining in, sat with my feet up, and then suddenly the dog walks around the corner. So yeah, so I sort of slowly closed the door so I wouldn't scare it. Then got my phone, filmed a little bit, which I'll put in here. And I think it's a girl, sort of 80% sure it's a girl. And it wandered by the trap, didn't really look at it, didn't really acknowledge that there was food in it. So what I'm thinking is, yesterday, after it had its scare and everything, it must have gone, caught something, eaten it, and then led in the high wheat grass that's growing, which is about 2.5 foot high, led somewhere in one of the hundreds of fields around here with it in, and just stayed there sleeping it off. So Damon, I stayed here, so I missed out on going to Rick's for his birthday. Sorry, Rick. But thank you for sending back the pizza and the fresh cream scone, because it was lovely. I really appreciate it. Even though the pizza was cold, I prefer my pizza hot, but yeah, it was lovely. So yeah, happy birthday, Rick. Sorry I didn't get there, but we'll see you soon. And yeah, so Damon came back here, allowed me to go home, have a shower, yeah, get changed. I think, well, you know, maybe if I put something different on, it might come. Yeah, and that's it. So I got back, and just as Damon was about to go, I had a text to say that the dog was being seen about a mile down the lane the other way. Somebody was trying to coax it into their car, but it was having none of it. So I'm hoping Damon's going to go that way on the way back. I'm hoping it'll be a bit, I better go back then to that safe space where that mad lady is, keep putting food out. I'm crossing these fingers all the time. I'm going to be deformed at this rate, but let's see what the morning brings. Cheers. Right, it's day 4, bank holiday Monday. I think I said last night that there'd been a sighting of the dog further along the lane as to where I was. And I'd had lots of people messaging me telling me that the dog was there. They tried to coax it into a car and everything, but it wasn't having none of it. I kept advising back to just leave the dog. It will make its way back to me. It's come back to this place 3 times now. You know, I'm sure it will come back. Just leave the dog, leave the dog. Anyway, no, people don't listen. So 11:30, no, in fact it's probably later than that, getting on 12 o'clock last night. Someone messaged me to say, oh, I've come up here, there's a bin store, the hotel think they can get the dog into this bin store and shut the door. And yeah, so I said, well, you know, if they can secure it, you know, if it does go into this bin area and they can secure it, then, you know, that'd be great. But, you know, I can't come up there. I'm not gonna, you know, pack everything away and come up there, because the dog will probably just run off. So I'll stay here, but if they can secure it, let me know and I will come up. So just, well, midnight, the phone goes, they've got the dog, it's in the bin store. So fantastic. So I rang Damon and said, you need to get back over here, and because I need my other van with the cages in to get the dog. I had literally just sort of made everything so that I could sleep, well, try and get some sleep in Nina. So I had to do the blind things, put everything away that was sort of like just hanging around, try and figure out these blinds because they're a bit of a pain. So anyway, it took me 15 minutes to get up to where this dog had been put in this bin store, and I got there, drove into the little car park and was going around, couldn't see anything. Anyway, then this guy comes out of the hotel and he said, it's gone. And I said, what do you mean it's gone? And he said, well, the people that came up, you know, we got it in the bin store. I told them to hold the door shut, whilst he went back into the hotel to go and tell the staff not to go into this bin store from inside the hotel, because the dog was in there barking. But these people that have been messaging me all week about this dog thought, no, let's go in and have a drink. So they went in and had a drink, and the dog got out and it's ran off again. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm a bit deflated. That scared the dog because it was an enclosed space. It's a very, very flighty lurcher. It wasn't going to come and trust a trap. So Damon said, look, let's go and take the trap down. It's not going to go in the trap tonight. You need to come back tomorrow anyway. because I've been away from home for so long. But I do have, you know, I've got things on Tuesday morning, so I would have to have left by, you know, the bank holiday Monday night. So we packed everything up, brought it all home, got home at 3 o'clock this morning, and yeah, now waiting to see if we get any further updates. I'm really disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed that people just will not listen. You know, we've been trapping dogs now for 18 years. Domestic dogs that come from a loving family home are difficult enough to trap. Working dogs who, you know, stay away from people at the best of times anyway, love running free, know how to look after themselves, everything, are even harder. But people seem to think that they can just rock up and go, oh yeah, come jump in the car, and yeah. So if you're ever in the position that you see a lost dog, I mean, yeah, you know, you might see one in the street and it might come over to you, that's fine. But if someone says to you, do not chase, do not call, do not try to get the dog, just let us know the sightings. And if I say leave it and let it come to me in the trap, then yeah. So bank holiday Monday, I'm waiting. I've not heard anything yet about where the dog is. It's probably just hunkered down somewhere. So I don't know if this video is even going to turn into a video. It could just be me rambling into my phone. But very disappointed, really upset, because I've come away knowing that that dog's still out there, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah, we'll see. So my fingers are still crossed that we get an update and that, you know, we can do something. But at the minute, I really don't know. Hello. Right, as you can see, I'm at home. There was a sighting of the dog last night, and I did go over. I didn't see it, but I know where a good place is now to do this trapping again. So I'm preparing. So we're going to go out. We're Tuesday now, so we're day 5 into this. Yeah, so I've just been cooking up chicken liver, so that should be good. But also, he is going through bin bags. Last Thursday he went through bin bags. It was bin day the following day, so he was going through bin bags then. And then the other day when they tried to get him at the hotel, he was in the bin store, so he likes bin bags. So I'm preparing bin bags. Look at this. So that might look like a waste of food, and it is. We should have eaten it, but I haven't been here all over the weekend. I've been eating only little bits. I've actually lost 2 kilos. But yeah, so that is some stale bread, some bean pasta that had gone out of date, a bit of veggie type stuff and some mushrooms. Anyway, and the chicken liver. So I'm holding the phone with the other hand, so I'm still keeping my fingers crossed. I'm still going to be deformed, but let's see what later brings. Hi, right. I've changed again. I'm in Pixie this time. So it's 4:10, and the trap is set. It's set in a lay-by where she has been visiting. She's been visiting early morning and dusk and dawn basically. And yes, she's been feeding here, but she's been going through rubbish bags as well. So I have put rubbish bags in the trap. Oh God, I really hope this works. Crossing both fingers again. Really hope it works. So we'll see. Will it be happy Jenny or sad Jenny later on? We'll find out soon. Here she is. This is the little beauty. Say hello. Yeah, caught her. She doesn't know how much trouble she's caused. Hi, well, as you can see, I'm back in Nina. It's been 2 weeks since we caught the little girl. She's done her 7 days in the pound. She wasn't claimed, thank goodness. And yeah, she's doing really well. She's nervous, bless her. She slept most of the week of her 7 days. But yeah, she's put some weight on. She's doing really well. I've been up there. I took some toys, some treats, a new collar. I'll put a picture up now so you can see her. And yeah, she's basically going to be assessed, and then she'll be up for rehoming, which is wonderful because, you know, she'll be loved. You know, we have rescued a lurcher like this before, that very similar circumstances, and she went off to the most amazing home. I was friends with her adopter on Facebook, and yeah, she did really, really well. So hopefully this girl will get just as good a home, and she'll know love probably for the first time in her life, which is lovely. So you can see how we live our lives basically. This is just what we do. The day after we caught her, there was another dog, a French bulldog, Dio, that went missing in Tewkesbury. I did spend the night there with the trap set up and everything, because there had been a sighting. I went there that day, set the trap up, but unfortunately somebody chased him, called him, even though it said on all the posters not to do that. And unfortunately he was found, he'd passed away. He was on the railway tracks, so yeah, that wasn't a good outcome. But you know, these dogs, when they're scared, you know, they will just run. They go into a survival mode, and even their owners, you know, they don't recognize their owners or anything. So, you know, if ever you're in this situation and you're looking for a lost dog, or, you know, you're just helping with a lost dog, do not call them, do not chase them. Just, yeah, just try and keep them safe until, you know, either the owner can get there and try and coax them by sitting on the ground, because that works sometimes. The owner can sit on the ground, you know, no eye contact, and then the dogs will come to them. That has worked before. Or if they're really, really scared and you need us with the trap, you've got our number. Anyway, the lovely lady that was in the lay-by that was feeding her for a couple of days, and she was the one that rang me and said that she was there. She gave us one of her horseshoes. So she sells these lucky horseshoes. There we go. And I actually said to her, when we were setting the trap up, it was pouring with rain, and I said, oh, I need to buy one of your lucky horseshoes. I said, so I can stick it on the trap and then we'll probably catch her. And she said, oh yeah, okay, I'm just going off. She was going off to pick her son up from work, and yeah, before she even got back, we caught her. So yeah, she helped me pack the trap away, which was lovely. And she brought this bucket along, and she said, which one do you want? And I just put my hand in, got this one. If you can see, it's green and yellow, Noah's Ark, green and yellow. So I'm going to hang this on the trap every time I set it up, and it'll be for luck. So there we go, a bit of a different Nina video, not your normal one. So I may do some more in the future, you never know. But let me know down in the comments, not crossing my fingers anymore, if you'd like to see more content of us actually doing something different. Completely up to you. And even though this is me doing this video, Damon was a big part of helping and everything, but yeah, I'm the one that's just rambling to my phone, and I didn't know if it was going to be a happy ending or a sad ending. And I've watched these clips. I'm going to go and put these clips together now. I just said, oh, I'm just going to go to Nina to do an end video. I'm actually going to put these clips together, so this video is all mine. So let me know what you think. Have fun. Boiling hot summer at the moment. It's the 19th, and it's 32 degrees in Nina and it feels like it. I'm going to go back into the air conditioning. Anyway, have a lovely time. See you soon. Bye.